Tragic past events have allegedly caused ghosts to linger in hotels, restaurants, parks, and more in these cities. But even if you don't experience any paranormal activity, you'll at least have a memorable time learning about the area's dark history. Here are 10 of the most haunted cities in America. 1. New Orleans, Louisiana. With dozens of reportedly haunted places, New Orleans is one of the country's most haunted cities. The city also has its share of notable ghosts, including author William Faulkner, whose spirit is sometimes spotted at his former home turned bookstore Faulkner House Books. Old Absinthe House, open since the early 1800s, is supposedly haunted by voodoo practitioner Marie Laveau, Andrew Jackson, and pirate Jean Lafitte, among others. St. Louis Cemetery is another paranormal hotspot, said to be haunted by hundreds of ghosts. 2. Chicago, Illinois. A disastrous fire, a notorious serial killer, and mob history all led to Chicago becoming an allegedly haunted destination. Iroquois Theater was the site of a tragic fire killing hundreds in 1903, and some say the alley behind the theater is still haunted by those unfortunate patrons. H.H. Holmes, the country's first serial killer, murdered dozens of women in his infamous murder castle, and while that building was replaced, some workers still report odd experiences while working in the new building's basement. 3. Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, Georgia is often ranked among the most haunted cities in the U.S. Historic homes, inns, and restaurants are rumored to house the spirits of former residents and visitors. In fact, those looking for a thoroughly spooky weekend in Savannah can opt to stay at an allegedly haunted hotel and eat at the restaurants still frequented by spirits that never fully left the earthly realm. 4. St. Augustine, Florida. The oldest city in the U.S. is bound to have a residual spirit or two, and lucky for paranormal seekers, St. Augustine is a hotbed of ghost activity. The St. Augustine Lighthouse and Maritime Museum is one of the historic city's hotspots, supposedly haunted by girls who drowned there in the 1870s. Visitors have also reported paranormal experiences at Castle Warden, a mortar-style home built in the 1880s that now houses the first permanent Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, established in 1950. 5. Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon might be best known for its incredible craft beer scene and artsy vibes, but the city is also one of the best destinations for ghost hunters. According to local lore, residents hanging out at local bars were kidnapped and taken through the tunnels to waiting ships, never to be seen again. Some say the victims' souls still haunt the bars above ground, and you can even take a ghost tour to learn more about the city's gritty past. 6. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Areas where historic tragedies took place are often considered paranormal hotspots, and the site of the Civil War's bloodiest battle is regarded as one of the world's most haunted places. Some reported seeing the ghosts of soldiers in the battlefield, and inns and a farm in the area are haunted too, according to the Travel Channel. 7. Washington, D.C. Our country's capital has seen its fair share of history, so it makes sense that Washington, D.C. is the setting for several ghost stories. In fact, many say the White House is one of the most haunted houses in the U.S., haunted by the ghosts of former residents. President Lincoln's ghost has been spotted in the Lincoln bedroom. President William Henry Harrison, who died in the White House, is said to have returned in the afterlife, and First Ladies Dolly Madison and Abigail Adams supposedly still linger, tending to the home. 8. San Francisco, California. A storied past and prominent landmarks with dark histories make San Francisco one of the most haunted cities in the U.S. China Camp State Park, the USS Hornet, and the Mare Island Naval Shipyard are all said to be haunted, but the #1 San Francisco hotspot has to be Alcatraz. According to the Travel Channel, There are a few ghosts still lurking in the infamous prison, but the spirit of Al Capone is perhaps the most notorious. Some say you can still hear him playing his favorite banjo tunes. 9. Salem, Massachusetts. Some say the ghosts of those killed during the witch trials still linger in Salem to this day. Lyceum Hall is allegedly haunted by the first victim of the trials, Bridget Bishop, according to Atlas Obscura. And Howard Street Cemetery is haunted by Giles Corey, who was tortured to death after being accused of witchcraft, according to CNBC. 10. San Antonio, Texas. The Battle of the Alamo led to thousands of casualties, and Alamo visitors and employees have reported seeing the ghosts of soldiers and hearing mysterious rally cries. The nearby Emily Morgan Hotel is one of the country's most haunted hotels, too. The property was once a hospital, and some guests now report seeing the apparition of a woman in white in the halls. Creeped out already? We got more in store for you. We have a lot of videos tackling other interesting topics as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good one.